What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this lesson, we are going to add structural steel beams to the entryway of our structure. And then we are going to learn how to offset or how to set the offset value for the steel beams to allow for the concrete slabs that we are going to add later on our exercises. So we're going to add it here, okay? So before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select view here. And then I'm going to select the 3D view, this one, default 3D view. So this is the default 3D view. This is where we are going to add it. And then after that, I will select the floor plan here. Click that one. And then from the view, I'm going to select here tile views. So the reason why I did that, so I can see also the 3D model of my project. Okay? So this is very useful, or you can also type WT. Or you can also add it here on your quick access toolbar. So if you want to add that, so you just need to right click that tool and then just select quick access toolbar so that it will be added here on your quick access toolbar. Alright, so let's do this. So I'm going to zoom in here. And then we are now going to add our steel beam. So to do that, so let me go to my structure tab. Okay, and then let's select here our beam. So let's click that. And then from the type selector on our instance properties, click the drop down. And then we will be using here W wide flange, W12 by 26. So let's select this one. And then just make sure the placement plane here is on level 02 floor plan. So currently we are on 02 floor plan. And then we are going to use chain here. Make sure this is checked so that we can continuously create our beam without terminating it. Okay, you can also uncheck that one if you want to create beam one by one. So like from this point up to this point. But if we're going to create it continuously, it would be better if we just check the chain option here. So I'm going to select that one. And then from my draw panel, make sure line here is selected. So just click that one. And then we are now going to start here. If ever your columns or your beams is not on a thick lines, okay, so you can turn on here. Okay, so you can select that one if you want to make it look like a thin line. But I don't want thin line, I like thick line, so that's why I'm going to disable this. There you go. All right, and then make sure your detail level here is set to coarse or medium, okay, so that it will look like this, but I'll prefer coarse here. Okay, so that one. All right, so I'm gonna select here the line tool. And then let's click the midpoint, then click another point here. So as you can see, it's not terminating because our chain tool here is checked. And then that's the one that we just created. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. There you go. And then I'm going to click one here, one here, one here, and one here. There you have it. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to select here modify. That's it. Very simple. So this is now how it looks like in 3D view. So I'm gonna click one of the steel beam, and then I'm going to orbit my model. So the reason why I selected first the element before I orbit it, so that the center or the pivot of my orbit is concentrated on the selected object. Okay, because if let's say for example you want to concentrate your orbit to this steel beam here, if you are just going to zoom in and then you start orbiting, it will get lost from your view, right? If you orbit. So that's why it would be better to select the element first, and then that's the time you can orbit now, so that the concentration of your view is on that selected element. So to orbit, all you have to do is to select the shift on your keyboard, hold that shift, and then hold the middle button of your mouse, and then you can now move your mouse while holding both the shift and then the middle button. Okay, and then you can release. Right, so what I'm gonna do here is you will notice here, let's try to modify the offset value. Okay, let's try to modify the offset value. So let's see how it looks like if we're going to modify it. So what I'm going to do is here from the floor plan view, I'm going to use here a window selection like that. Okay, and then I'm going to select filter here. I only want to select the frame, so I'm going to select filter. So I'm not gonna select the column, so I'm gonna uncheck that one. All right, so making sure that my structural framing primary or the girder is selected. So I have here 6, so I'm gonna select here OK. That's it. And then after that, from the properties, I can modify here my geometric position. Okay, I can actually change here my Z offset value or the Z justification. So let's say the justification here is top, so I'm gonna select that one. So maybe I'm gonna make that origin like that, and then I'm going to select apply. There you go. So that's how it looks like. And then I want to adjust as well the offset value. So here, so let's say I want a negative 5 inches offset value, so it will go down 5 inches. So to do that, I'll just need to change the Z offset value to -5 and then the symbol inches. Because if you are going to type 5 only, Revit will read it as 5 feet. So you don't want to do that. So make sure you put your inches value. Okay? And then after that, I'll just select your apply. And that's it. Okay, so you can play around the geometric positions here. You can also modify the start level offset or the end level offset. So it's up to you. Okay, so basically that's our simple exercise for this video about creating your steel beams. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.